We are now recording. In case you're wondering, Anon is freaking out, and someone that he doesn't recognize has started talking to him. He's like, "Oh man, I observed. I'm not, spying, but I noticed." So if you hire a private eye to find Anon, would they ever succeed? Because Anon's so nondescript. Look, I'm just going through some personal issues. Oh, did I miss for fuck's sake? I don't really. Whatever. Certainly that should be enough to get him to. It's a girl, isn't it? I instinctively bury my face in my palms. What do you want? I groan without thinking. I can tell I'm going to regret asking before he starts talking. Sorry for the acid. I ate dinner early just so that I could avoid my stomach being rumbly, but it waits. It waits for the stream. It knows when to start going. Well, I've always known when to talk and when to walk. Had to learn the hard way a few times too many to not pass the lesson on where I can. I see a new young guy fretting like he's staring down death for minimum wage. I was there too once. Military. And now I pay it forward to keep it from hitting others. The gift that keeps on giving without the lecture of STDs or the awkward doctor's appointment. Oh my god, is that... What the fuck is this lunatic even thinking? Something about the military and STDs. I've already forgotten half of it. Fuck it. This clearly isn't going to give me my peace and quiet. Hopefully he can't bother me when I'm working. Yeah, thanks so. Excuse me, I just noticed I gotta get back to work. He leans back, plainly not buying it, but doesn't push it any further. I get up and make my way to the employees-only door, not bothering to take any of my food with me. I should do my best to autopilot the next few hours away. And I get the hell out of here. I push myself through the front door. Okay, cool. We can switch back to something a bit more cozy. I should just sort the music. God damn, why is Windows Explorer so hard with this stuff? It's just soundtracks! Just get an abortion, you fucking idiots. I mean, if you're having a kid and your life is like this, you're just ruining a stupid idiot, filling him with asbestos and lead paint. Push myself through the front door of my house. The mental and physical fatigue that had accumulated throughout the day, manifesting as a titanic sigh of exhaustion and relief. I barely make 2 steps inside before Fang wraps her arms around me and kisses me. I see her up and about. I say with as much energy as I can find. Yeah, just trying to get things done. She cradles my face in her hands. You doing alright? Of course. I need to get some water. Some Wawas. Stay hydrated, kids. I think I might just splash my face with some cold water. Maybe that'll get the yawns out of me. I'm looking after you after all. She blushes and smirks, but reverts to worry a moment later. You sure? You look tired. Real tired. Nothing I can't handle. I have a lot of planning to do. She doesn't seem convinced. Don't work yourself to death. She rests her beak on my shoulder. I need you. Don't worry about me. You've got enough to worry about. Hard not to, especially when you look like this. I know you didn't sleep well. I mean, she didn't either. It's just a hiccup. I'll be fine by tomorrow. She sighs, relenting on that point. Gotta keep as much of a positive mindset as I can. Anything less, and I might as well throw in the towel now. You think we have time? Of course we do. You have like several months. Take your time. Think it through. Babies don't pop out of thin air. They gotta take a little time. You gotta put the pizza in the oven. Give it a couple hours. You bake the pizza pasta. I had pizza tacos recently, and they were awful. Like all the pasta just makes it very muddled flavor-wise. The sauce needs to be way stronger to compensate, but it wasn't. So it just ends up being very flavorless nachos dipped into some spaghetti. It's just... God dang it, all these people talk about Homestuck. Of course we do. She hugged me tighter and I returned the gesture. I could fall asleep right here. You're hitting the floor if you do. Bah, no fun. Go lie down for a bit. I'll see if I can find anything to cook. That sounds nice. Another day of this shit. It would be almost bearable if I was running on more than a few hours of... Oh, this music isn't great for this. So 2 swagger goes in the cheese. We know that much. And I know that those other 2 weirdos are going into... We'll do that later. What is Bayside Bumming It? Sure, why not? Another day of this shit would be almost bearable if I was running more than a few hours of troubled sleep and the pitiful amount of food I forced down last night. I wish I could call in just one day, but I don't think we can afford such a luxury. Just gotta keep on powering through. It'll level out and I'll come up with something eventually. I wish I could at least enjoy my breaks. The second I sit down, all the anxiety and fear that spent the morning building up is unleashed all at once. What am I going to do? This piss poor job eventually won't be enough. How long do we have until Fang stops being able to work? What if she never gets that far to begin with? We don't seem to be doing much better. Who the fuck is talking to me? Some great... Not this guy again. I would have preferred not remembering that bastard excuse of a conversation yesterday. Sits down across the table from me again. The least you could do is ask, even if you would ignore me. Young man with this big sudden personal issue involving a girl that leaves him paralyzed. So paralyzed he can barely eat. Can't say it's particularly hard to guess what that is. The shock from him pinpointing my situation so precisely is the only thing that stops you from bolting out the door into oncoming traffic. I'm not judging, but you seem pretty hopeless. I can tell you there's a way through it. There always is. There's a short, awkward pause where I fail to reply. Too busy trying to analyze what's going on about... Oh, what's going on? He's trying to sell me some bullshit, isn't he? Seeing you're here, I thought you're looking for at the greatest opportunities. Something tells me you're exactly the criminal type. That limits your option, although it's probably for the best. What the fuck is this guy? What did he say the other day? Something about the military? God, my head hurts. Guess I should have to ask. Does the lady have any work lined up? We're working on it. Not entirely sure why, but seeing as he doesn't seem to have anything worthwhile to offer. That's a no. Well, fuck you too. We're working on it. It's just a bit complicated. Unless it's some real good work, you won't have long until you're back to just this for the money. I keep forgetting. For some reason, it just keeps closing the... What is B-side revamp? Going into rocking it. They are energetic tunes for the beats. Chill out. Fuck it. We're going with this. No, this is Fuck it. We'll work with it. Those months you think you have will drive sooner than you think. It's like a year. These guys have been moving fairly quickly. Let's talk solutions. That word alone is enough to get my full attention despite my reservations about him. Am I really this desperate? I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume she wants to keep it. Would have been pretty cut and dry otherwise. Just the thought of otherwise is enough to reduce my non-existent appetite further. I don't want to imagine how Fang would react to that idea. You're two by yourself. Anon, you haven't said anything! Talk! Please, this man is trying to help. He asks. I shouldn't be telling this complete stranger anything more about my personal life than already... You said nothing. But I really am this desperate, aren't I? The last 2 days have been absolute hell. I can't imagine living the next 2 weeks or months like this. Yeah, it's just us. Still, that doesn't mean you're all alone. You got folks who can help you out? No, they kind of kicked me out. Hard knocks. What about hers? That's not an option. I should steer us away from this and hopefully towards something more feasible. Kicked her out, too, I mutter. He hums to himself, thinking where to go next. You're not a very good liar. You gotta be fucking kidding me! Whatever the details might be, I think that's a good place to start. Look, we burned that bridge. I get it. Just that's not your decision to make. You don't know this yet. He smirks. But that bond between a parent and child can't be broken from the child's side. In your case, they kicked you out. They made that decision. Maybe they'll regret it one day. Or maybe they're trying to teach you some life lesson. Maybe something else. But, doesn't sound like that's the case. That bridge is a hell of a lot sturdier than you think. And if they have what you two need... Listen, all we need is 15 gallons of opioids and we're good to go. I think a dad could get us that, though. Fuck me. He's right, isn't he? Wasn't really trying to get in touch with Fang not long before we left. He could have had the police on me at any point if he wanted. He still got away unaccosted. There's just one problem. She'd never agree to it. There's too much bad blood. She'd never agree to it. Or you don't think you could convince her? She'd never agree to it, or you don't think you could convince her? That's an interesting interpretation of what I said. If I didn't know any better, I think this guy's trying to piss me off. Give me a shot. I convince you pretty quickly. While girls can be complicated, it's nothing that hasn't been handled before, that I haven't handled before. What's the worst that could happen? Well, what's the worst that could happen? You could piss off Fang, which would be a perfect excuse to never talk to this guy again. Best case scenario might be not so fucked at all. I believe in giving this guy the time of day. Fine. One shot. I'll see if I can get her here sometime soon. At the same time as usual, I guess. Then you can... whatever you want to do. Perfect, then. I'll see you then. Without another word, he gets up and leaves. I guess that's that, then? Is he some sort of guardian angel, or did I make a deal with the devil? Or maybe this is all a massive waste of time. Guess I'll find out soon enough. Although we did never get his name. Took me until next day to work up the courage to ask Fan to go along with the plan. I tried my best to explain the situation without sketching her out completely, and I must have done a good job because she agreed with little pushback. We enter the McDinals together and take a seat close to where I normally sit on breaks. So where is this guy? Fang, I carry my head around, looking around and spotting him on his phone on a booth by himself. Over there on his phone. Oh. I say, gesturing towards him. It's quite a ruffle of feathers, and look back to Fang's wings agitated and her eyes wide. I swear I recognize him. She whispers. Oh, okay, keep calm. Prepare to exit as quickly as need be. You sure? Yeah, I remember someone looking kind of like that talking to my dad a few times. We should go. Wait, if this really is one of your dad's goons, I would have been in handcuffs by now. Just 5 minutes. If it turns out to be a creep, we dash. You work her and, Fine. She mutters shakily. He gets up from his booth and starts walking towards us. Help! What comments are there? The plot thickens. This is going to rockin' it. Dragging on and on. Let's chill. Let's go in and chill. We're dealing with a tense situation now, so we gotta turn on the tense music. Sadist? Do I feel like sadist? This is a little too intense. This works. You can't sage here. Come. Oh no, we're going to a whole separate Oh, this is an interlude. Hold on, I need a whole separate song for this. What is downbeat? Yeah, what the Battle of the Boot works, I guess. Come in. You call towards the door. Not getting shot? Good. I got the right place. A voice replies. He steps into the living room beside you and observes the barren apartment. You gotta be kidding me. Ain't nothing left that hasn't been nailed down. Yeah. You curtly grunt. Alright. He tries to shift his tone to match your mood. Let's see what's left. He steps towards the entertainment center, brushing a finger across the empty main compartment and rubbing the dust between his finger and thumb. He hums in thoughts and then shifts towards the desk with the farewell papers and looks them over. Whew! Not a lot of nice words about you. I know, you sigh. Oh, come on, Rip, work with me. You've already told him as much as you're willing over the phone. You just found out your daughter and her boyfriend ditched town sometime in last week. You need help tracking them down. Any idea? Any idea where they could have gone? I don't know. You rack your brain for even the most tenuous possibilities. Where's somewhere Lucy always talked about going someday? Caldera Bay? Oh shit, I need to